Hello. All right, the stream back. All right. Okay. So, am I back? Oh my god. All right. So I lost pretty much um everything there. As in like that you guys typed and asked. So if you ask a question, you're going to have to ask that question again. Kind of shitty, but I guess I don't know. My computer froze. My computer just froze. So I guess we're gonna wait for some people to get back in to the live stream. Yeah. Let's wait a little bit before I evaluate the C1R here. But yeah, my computer just froze. Um, let's see. Wait for people to come back in. 20. But yeah, while we wait for people to come back in, I'm just gonna listen to some music here. Okay, so thoughts on the Just Ears Butterfly. Well, review on that's gonna come soon, but so far I think it's good. I don't think it's as hyped though, as like a lot of other people are like saying, but it's good. Hey Hobby, welcome to the stream. So I'm reevaluating like the Z1R live as requested by the people before my stream rudely crashed on me. I had to restart the whole stream. I'm looking for an IEM under 120. I mostly listen to bass heavy EDM, looking for something with significant sub bass and textured bass. I'm not sensitive to spicy treble. What do you recommend? So 120, huh? Mm. Let me think. In that area, 120, a bassy IEM. Hmm. 120. That's a hard price. I mean, there's a Keyfine Delcy, I guess, at $75. I think that's a good one. If you want a nice bassy set, yeah. Yeah. Like Hobby said, for a bit more, you could get some Meyer Audio stuff. I haven't tried like a lot of their stuff, but I know there's one model. Hobby, if you know, like, can you type in the model name? The one that you recommend. Hobby here is like the resident bass head. If you want bass head recommendation, you go to Hobby Talk. You go to Hobby Talk channel or HBB. You know. You know what? The Z1R is still pretty dang good. Yeah, I still like the Z1R. Yeah. But I can already feel my ears getting slightly bit like irritated again, so I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna really let my ears kind of just heal up here, at least maybe for one more day. Let's see. For the C1R, I am using the stock tip, yes. Stock tip C1R. There you go. Back to Focal. Okay. I heard that Just Ear Clear is a basic board for under 100. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried the Clear for a very long time. Silicone tips. The silicone tips for C1R, yeah. Alright. Well, if you're joining the stream for the first time, it is the Q&A, the end of the month Q&A stream where I answer all your questions. So if you have any questions, ask away. If you were here before the first stream crash, welcome back. Alrighty then. Let's see. But yeah, I was talking a little bit earlier about revamping the tier list altogether because of so many new releases that are just good, nicely tuned, and there's starting to be too many IEMs in the good upper tier, so that needs to be shifted down to make the ranking list more balanced and special again. Given the C1R's price, would you purchase them again? Probably not, because it is like, I don't know, if you purchase it retail, it's like $2,000. I bought my C1R used, second hand. I think I spent around like $1,300-1,400 on it. But yeah, but that was like a long time ago. Nowadays, I don't know if I would buy it again. Yeah, like Hobby said, all the budget IEMs are blending together. And the thing is, like, it's getting good, man. Like, the standard has absolutely been raised as opposed to, like, a year ago. And especially a couple years ago. Like, a couple years ago, the stuff like the Moondrop Kado, the Tansium Hana 2021 were kind of rare. I mean, they were nicely tuned IEMs that weren't so common. But nowadays, you can get that kind of tuning in a lot of different things, you know? So the standard has changed quite a lot. Sorry. Do you think normalization should be done at 500 hertz? I think normalization, like, I don't have, like, a scientific answer for this. I think normalization should be done in places that you think would show you the most relevant differences in the IEM, you know? So it depends on your purpose, what you're trying to do. Like, if you're, it's kind of hard to say. For me, I normalize normally at like the lowest point in the lower mids, either at 500 or 1000 hertz. On rare occasion, I would do like, you know, 600-700 hertz. If that is the low point in the mid-range. Just ordered myself a pair of IE200, which is a big switch up from my normal headphone, which are always over ears. IE200 is great, but you do have to watch my IE200 review, because you do have to tape mod it, because if you don't tape mod it, you're gonna get bass leak, and also you're not gonna get consistent performance every time you use it. Let's see here. Is the 64 audio velour going to be ranked? You know what? I totally forgot to rank that one. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot to rank that one. I'll go back and rank it. So yeah, it will be rank eventually. Eventually. Try not to buy the S08 that I super don't need. I mean, I think that's a struggle we all relate with, is that, you know, we just keep buying stuff we don't need. But hey, it's the hobby. It's the fun of the hobby. We get stuff we don't need all the time. Um, Thoughts on the new S08? Well, I haven't tried it. I don't have one on me. I haven't tried it. So I'll have to let you know later. Hmm? When I do get a chance to try it. I'm interested in the 64 Audio Aspire 4. Oh my god. I have I have a gripe with the Aspire 4. I haven't tried it. I just looked at some pictures, and I saw that it was $1,000 something, and it doesn't have any Apex module. The module that comes with a lot of 64 audio IEMs, like the U6T, the U4, the U4S, all of them have Apex modules. And the Apex modules, what they do is they allow you to change how much bass you get with those IEMs, right? So it's a variable bass thing, which in the Aspire 4, it doesn't have. And I'd be okay with it if it was cheaper, right? But the Aspire 4 is $1,000, which is similar price to the U6T and also similar price to the U4S. So why not have an Apex, right? It should. Because it's not like it's, significantly less money that they have to omit the Apex. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's just my 2 cents. I have not tried the Aspire 4. Maybe it's the best thing since sliced bread, but that's like my immediate kind of criticism. It's like, hey man, I want the Apex module. Give me the Apex. Spending $1,000 on 64 audio stuff. $899. Oh, I thought it was $1,000. $899 plastic, crappy cable, nice job. Have you tried it? I've not tried it. I don't even know if it's available in Japan yet. Hey, it's Kenta. What's up? Haven't seen you in a while. I might actually go to a Podafest one of these days in Tokyo. I might see you again. Any plans on Podafest next month? Oh, there's one next month? I didn't know that. What day? Let me actually look it up. If you can tell me, Kenta, actually, what day is Podafest next month? Would you say, let's say, I missed out on so many questions. I was just like rambling off on 64 audio. Hello, Timmy. I understand if it was out of your control, but why wasn't 2DD isobaric implemented on Binky? Because it was out of my control. And also, I'm not really too sold on the whole isobaric setup. Not super sold on that, It's I think the IEMs that have isobaric DDs sound good in the bass, but I don't know if it's because of the isobaric, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't subscribe to the fact that it is because it's isobaric. So there's that. EM6L my endgame. EM6L is pretty good. That's one of the sim gods that I would say that is genuinely I recommend at full price. I'd be curious how the S08 will compare to much higher end stuff by Dunu while tuning looking somewhat similar. Again, I've not tried the S08, so I'll give you my thoughts when I do get to try it. Do you think buying outdated IEMs just for the sake of trying out would be value for money, or would suggest something new with a similar sound? I mean, that's a really broad question. Of course, it really depends on what you buy, because not all outdated IEMs are made equal. So not all of them are the same quality. So I have no clue how to answer that. You thought your internet went down? No, my computer just crashed. I did watch that. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to get new cable for them too. Yeah. Yeah, you need it. For the IE200, you're going to need it. Would you say that this time of the year is a good time to buy? I think the good time to buy was like last week when the sales was going on, right? There'll be another sale soon. There's always sales. I always recommend you guys buying during sales period because you really don't have to wait that long. Sales happen every 2-3 months. There's a sale, so I would just wait for the next sale to come around. And I'm guessing the next sale is gonna be something like maybe an autumn sale, which might be late August, something like that. So it's really not that far away if you just wait a bit. I hope that you are well. Thank you. I am well. Just my ears are a little bit irritated. Hi Timmy, I enjoy both Galileo and Chopin a lot. Looking forward to purchasing Da Vinci. Thank you so much. I hope you like Da Vinci. It's my best work. Of course, that's a biased statement, but that's how I feel. Well done on Da Vinci tuning. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it. July 13, 14. What day is July 13, 14? 13, 14. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. We'll see. Are you going to that Podafest? Anything happening in Japan around New Year's? I'll be up there sometime and looking something maybe audio related. I don't know if there's any event going on during New Year's, but it's gonna be quite a busy time, I think. So yeah, but the weather is gonna be really nice. Japan winter is very good. I love Japan winter. Does Type-C cable for IEM change the sound? Shouldn't. It doesn't, and it shouldn't unless it is a DSP. Like DSP built into the cable itself, then it will change the sound. I spent like $500 on fancy cables to verify whether there were discernible differences to me. Answer is nope, not really. Upside, pretty cable, now supposed to be on a no buy. Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you all, is that expensive cables doesn't really change the sound. Or at least if it does, it's not always an improvement. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. My tongue's tied today. So yeah, don't believe anyone that just says that cable improves sound all the time. It's not true. But yes, it is pretty. And I love pretty cables. Stefan is here. Hello, Stefan. I have $300 to $400 to spend. My best two IEMs are Origin and Performer 5. What might be best complementary IEM I should consider? You like vocals, acoustics, and acoustic rock. So you have the Origin, which is a more energetic IEM. You have the Performer 5, which is a more balanced out IEM. What about you get like a bassy IEM? You know, like have a bassy set just to round out your collection, because you have like a bright set, you have a neutral, you have a balanced set. You should get a bassy set. $300-400. There's quite a few options for bassy set. So, yeah, a lot of things to pick from. Timmy, just curious, have you heard of the brand Symphony Ears? I know of the brand. I never got a chance to try any of their IEMs, but I've heard of them. Let's see. I only live to hear my Emperors every day. Ani in the box for rock, at least. Emperor is in QDC Emperor, right? I need to try that one again. I liked it at the show, but I need to try it again. Is Elysian Noir good at the price point? Here's the thing, right? With the Pilgrim Noir, here's how I feel. I feel like they screwed up marketing wise. To be honest, they should have released the Noir first, because Elysian IEMs are really expensive, right? You have the Diva at 1,500, the Gaia at 1,300, the Ani at 3,000 something dollars. So $800 Noir, in comparison to other Elysian products, are it's cheap. It's cheaper. It's more affordable. So if they were to release the Noir first at 800, no one would complain. No one, absolutely no one. But they released the Pilgrim first at 400, and then released the Noir at 8. So it's like, well, people are gonna complain. They have a point of comparison now with the $400 stuff, so they're gonna complain. So with the Pilgrim at $400 existing, I do recommend the Pilgrim more than Pilgrim Noir, because why would you pay double the price, right? You don't need double the price. The Pilgrim does justify like as good of a job as the Pilgrim Noir sound wise. In terms of just between the two, like price no object, right? Noir is a warmer kind of signature, while the original Pilgrim is more, I would say balanced and detailed oriented kind of signature. An easier one to listen to would be the Noir for sure, but I wouldn't say both are like, I wouldn't say Pilgrim is unsafe. Pilgrim is pretty safe, but the Noir is even safer. But again, that price difference of $400 makes it hard for me to recommend the Noir overall. So yeah, just Pilgrim would be the better choice there. That was a really long answer to a really simple question. Sorry about that. Where am I now? Where did I lose my questions at? Is it possible to get impulse response graph for IEM? Impulse response? I mean, why do you want that? I mean, any IEM I can graph and get that. I don't have any place to store or display the information though. At least a public database and anything like that. So, but I don't know, why would you want that? Look at them treble peaks. Yeah, the C1R, look, these are lying to you. The C1R, you have to shove this thing deep in your ears, man, to get the treble right. The treble gets smoother the deeper it goes in your ears, which is a problem because the C1R is not easy to shove deep in your ears. They're huge. Can you make a video about Flathead earbuds? No. Not because... I should say this. I don't really care much about earbuds because I've not tried one that sounds good to me. That sounds worth the price to me. IEMs for me are superior. And with IEMs you get like the differences in our ear anatomy makes a lot of IEMs, even if you try out the same units as your friend, it's gonna sound different to you. You know, we all know that's true. But with earbuds, there's even more factor on top of that. Because earbuds don't seal at all, right? So the differences in just where you place the earbud on your ear, if you even shift it a little bit, you're gonna get channel imbalances. If you shift it a little bit, the sound is gonna change. It's just, how do you evaluate stuff like that? And of course, with our ears being different, the fit for everyone is gonna be different. Like there's just more variable of uncertainty on top of more than IEMs. And I think IEMs already have quite a bit of variable to work with as a reviewer. And again, on top of that, I don't think they sound good in comparison to IEMs anyways. So I probably won't do earbuds. Let's see. Nothing against people who like earbuds though. I have like a whole community on Discord that love earbuds. It's just not for me personally. Let's see. Any more questions? Let's see. Does your I lost it. I scrolled down too far. Does your Do New collab have wavelet files, or is it stock pre-tuned how you recommend it? I mean, I thought about this, and maybe I should get you guys' opinion on this too. Is that I thought about doing a video where I just give you guys a whole bunch of EQs for DaVinci. So for those of you who own DaVinci, I can just make some EQ files myself and just give it to you in a video, maybe like 3 or 4 of them that gives DaVinci like a different signature. Let me know if that sounds interesting or it sounds boring, and I'll consider it. I bought DaVinci, love the sound, but horrible fit. Yeah, sorry man. The nozzle is a bit on the thick side, so that's unfortunate. Would you consider doing collab on a bigger bass IEM? You want even more bass? I thought the DaVinci already has quite a bit of bass. Like, I don't know if it needs more bass. I don't know. I guess when it comes to like really heavy bass IEMs like the Titan or the Fat Freak IEMs, I'm gonna leave that job to someone who knows more than me about bass, or someone who has like the audience for bass. Mr. HBB, I'll leave that to Chris to do like that super bassy collab. I still like to hear vocals, okay? So I don't know if I want to do an even bassier set. With your current ear situation, I've been looking at budget headphones just in case I'm in the same boat. Really don't like the feeling of cans clamped on my head. But do you have any Rex for $150? To be honest, I don't listen to a whole lot of headphones. See, that's why I haven't really reviewed a whole bunch of them, because I don't own a lot. I haven't listened to a lot of them. But for $150, I think there's a Hi-Fi Man. It's like the 400 something. Let me look it up. That one is actually pretty good. Hi-Fi Man 400? Is it the 400? 400 SE. Yeah, it should be around 100 something, $150. It's pretty good for the price. So I recommend that one. But keep in mind, I haven't tried too many. So, greeting from Spain. Is Leisure's S12 Pro worth $75? Yes, absolutely. That's like half the price. So yeah, go for it. Unique Melody Mess, like the original Mess versus the Glacier. Mess definitely sounds more wowing. Has more going on. A lot of details in the Mess as well. I mean, my choice would clearly be the Mess one. Like I can't imagine I picked the Glacier over the Mess. Yeah, I would pick the Mess over the Glacier for sure. Just for personal use. It just sounds more exciting, and it has its own kind of signature to it, whereas the Glacier is more like a Harman on steroid, which is one kind of a common tuning, and also, man, it's just not as wowing as the Mess, huh? The Mess is just more wowing. Are you doing a trip to UK? Probably not. It's far and it's quite expensive, so maybe not UK. I'm pretty much satisfied with the stock cable on the OG program. Absolutely. Me too. It doesn't make sense for them to do like a double price collab just for the cable. And I think for the Aeros S cable that they have, it's just like a black colorway, but I think the original Aeros cable is like $300 something even, which if you add those up, $300 Aeros cable plus $400 program, I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they made that move. Studio 4 or Mega 5 EST? Mega 5 EST for me if I were to really pick just one. But I would keep both because I like both a lot. So I'm keeping both. But if I were to pick one, it's the Mega 5. I saw you only put 3 IEMs under $100 blind buy category. Do you think there is still room in the market for a game changer under 100, perhaps a collab? There's always room, for improvement. There's always room for a new market breaker, you know, and the hobby moves really fast, especially lately. A lot of new stuff comes out more rapidly in the past 1 year than it did a couple years ago. So I don't know, maybe even 3 months, 6 months down the line, we see something at $100 that can beat $200-300 IEMs of today. We never know, but there's always room. The market always moves in like a better direction, I should say. And it's not necessarily have to even be a collab. Although with collab IEMs, the interesting thing about collab IEMs is that it's kind of consulted by us audiophiles. It's consulted by the reviewer who's also a hobbyist like yourself. That's why most collaborations are tuned very well, because we're you guys. We're hobbyists too. We want good tuning stuff, so we consult the brand to make good tuning IEMs. So maybe a collab would make it there first as the next $100 market breaker. Never know, but higher chance if it was a collab. Stay cool and hydrated there, Timmy. I kind of know that it gets really hot in Japan. Yeah, it's already kind of hot here. I have the aircon on and everything. Timmy, what do you think of Malaysian chat in Giz Audio server? I think it's fine. I think you guys are doing your thing. You guys are wilding out, you know. I jump in every now and then to check if you guys haven't breaking any laws or anything. But generally it's fine, you know. It's good. How much detailed is in the Anoli VX versus Gaia? I've been thinking on buying soon. So when it comes to both the Anoli VX and the Gaia, since they're both IEMs with crap tons of treble, you should demo them first. I do not recommend you blind buy either one of those. But in terms of details, I would say the Anoli VX has that transparent, so much detail in your face kind of wow factor that's kind of hard to describe. But yeah, definitely VX over Gaia if you want just pure shit tons amount of details. But please demo them first. They're not cheap, you know, they're very expensive, and they're not the safest of all purchases. Oh, I lost my spot again. Oh, I scrolled down too far. I lost my spot. Where am I? Oh no. Oh no. Up. It's gone. I lost my spot. Just saw LTT reviewed. Wait, no way. Linus reviewed the Moondrop phone? No way. No way. Did Linus do it? Oh my god. Moondrop is getting some attention from the mainstream? That's so cool. Oh, it's not on the main channel though. It's not on the main channel. Oh, it's on the short circuit channel. Oh my god. Yeah, they did review it. We'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch that later. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's dope. I didn't know that. Did he give a good review? Can you give me like the rundown? Was it like a good review or a bad review? Let's see. Mert says, is there a legitimate reason for buying an expensive IEM over similarly priced full-size headphones besides using an IEM outside and on the go? There's really no justifiable reason logically to buy super expensive IEMs. You buy expensive IEMs because you want to buy an expensive IEM. You can get the performance, or I would call it endgame performance, out of IEMs in the $500 or less nowadays. And some people even believe that $300 IEMs perform just as well as endgame. And I would say that also is mostly true. Some models definitely punch way above its price tag, and just because it's priced $300 to $500 doesn't mean that it's any less impressive than $1,000 IEM. So yeah, no, there's no real good reason to buy expensive IEMs unless you just want to. But in terms of comparing it to similarly priced full-size headphones, that's a whole different story because there are different use cases, like you mentioned in the comment here. And to be honest, full-size headphones, I'm not. I like them, but the reason I don't use them a lot is because I don't like them as much as IEMs, especially for sound quality. Sure, headphones give you a wider soundstage, and by quite a bit, by the way, and that's just a natural soundstage because it just covers more of your ears than IEMs do. But in terms of tuning, I just find really good IEMs to sound better than headphones. So, yeah, I guess does that answer your question? Can you name a less peaky version of less peaky version of Nova? Less than Nova. I don't find Nova to be peaky as much as I find the Nova to have quite a lot of lower treble, but I don't find it to be peaky. To name something that's less peaky than the Nova, maybe the Xuannu, Tangsu Xuannu. Hey Timmy. Hi Samuel L. Jackson. For around 100 to 150, which IEMs you recommend for good bass? I think I answered this one. Did I answer this one? For good bass while keeping clarity, mostly listen to rap, hip hop, and rock. So at 100 to 150, bassy IEMs that keeps its clarity. I'm trying to think just off the top of my head here for a bassy IEM. Man, I really can't remember. Bassy, huh? Because bassy and clarity don't often come together. It's kind of a hard balance because if you have something that's way too bassy, you're gonna lose out on some clarity on the fact that it's tilted more towards the bass frequencies, right? So something that's truly bassy, kind of hard. But I guess the best option for you might be to go for a planar IEM. Like you can go for the RT-T10, you can go for the F1 Pro by Nice HCK, you can go for the Keyfinds Clanar if you want to. Those might be the best bet because they do have quite a bit of bass, but they have their planar clarity, which means that it just has a lot of treble to give you that clarity, to keep that clarity despite the amount of bass. Please make review of the Brutus Beast. Maybe. I have a lot of other stuff to review, I guess. But I should probably get to the Brutus Beast one of these days. Just bought a set from Sen's Top for $320. Just bought a set of Sen's Top for $320. Great price. Was it worth it, or should I have bought Mega 5 EST instead? I mean, Sen's Top is still really good IEM. I mean, it's still really high on the ranking list, so that's a great price to grab it from. Grab it for, man. You got a good deal. Got hit with the misstream. Like, there's an ad. I didn't know that streaming have ads. Thanks for answering to me. Looking forward to Tokyo and Japan. Yeah, it's awesome. But Osaka is better than Tokyo, though. You should probably come to Osaka. You should probably change your ticket. Osaka is just better. As someone who lives in Osaka. Hi, do you think it's still worth buying the Sennheiser IE200? I'm looking for something fun for gaming, music, metal, EDM. My budget is around 150, 200. If your budget is 150, 200, I would suggest you get Performer 5. I think you would like that one more. And you don't have to do the whole tape mod thing that you need to do for IE200 as well. First, I've heard of DaVinci. We'll check out during the next sales. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry if this has been asked before, but why haven't you released the song you use in your outro? Because I am just too lazy to go through the process, I guess, of putting it on Spotify and all that stuff like that. That's the true answer. I mean, that's just it. The only problem that is stopping Emperor for being my daily use is the boxy mids. Fair. Gives Audio X Fat Freak. That'll be a day. Imagine that. Just a Maestro Mini version from Giz Audio. Imagine Binky with more bass. I mean, how much more bass do you want? Yes, please make the wavelet files. All right, sure. I'll do it. I love bass, but them Fat Freak IEMs, if the bass level's even legal, yeah. That's true. Oh man, I lost my spot again. God damn it. It's gone. You guys are asking a lot of questions really fast. I gotta try to answer these faster. La. Are there any effective ways to avoid hearing loss with IEMs? Yes, lower your volumes. Don't listen too loudly. And also, probably shouldn't listen to yeah, just listen to lower volumes. Yeah, I don't want to say anything else. Yeah, lower your volumes is probably the most effective way. I just bought your Galileo. Arrived in Sydney, but I don't use the phone. Doesn't have 414. Should I buy so that I can use Galileo, please? You can buy the Chimera cable by Lay Shores. Just get the 3.5 version, and you should be... Well, actually, I think Chimera is interchangeable. Yeah. Or you can just get an adapter. A 4.4 to 3.5 adapter would do well. Hey, Timmy, hello from Switzerland. Congratulations on DaVinci. I had a question. I know you love QTC and VX. However, I wanted to know your take on QTC Tiger. Tiger is good. Tiger is one that I've been wanting... Actually, no. Not Tiger. White Tiger. White Tiger is the one I've been wanting to test out more. I like that one. I think I like it more than the Tiger. I want to see someone compare DaVinci to the Pinon Quattro. I want to, maybe someone out there, if you're watching this stream, if you're a reviewer, you have a video idea now. Skipped over my long question. Please ask again, because there's no way I'm scrolling all the way up there to find it. Sorry, I'm going through in like the order of comments that shows up. If I accidentally skip yours, I'm sorry, just ask again. Who's your favorite VTuber? I don't watch VTube. As much as I listen to weeb music, you can call it, Japanese music, Korean music, I don't watch VTubers. Like, I'm not that far, I haven't gone down so far into that rabbit hole yet. Like, I listen to weeb music, I watch anime. That's about as far as I'll go, man. I'm not in the VTuber world yet. Definitely not as far as that. And I don't think I'll ever get that far. I really want to try Mega 5, Hobby. Hobby, you should try Mega 5. You really should. It's a good IEM. How about Casey Caster? I mean, graph looks good. I haven't tried it though. I'm looking for IEM with great noise isolation with mild V-shaped sound. So great noise isolation you can find in pretty much every IEM, or mostly every IEM, with the right pair of ear tips. You have to change tips around to get a good seal for yourself. Most IEMs can do that. Mild V-shaped sound, Titan S2. Do new Titan S2, new one, pretty good. Best soundstage IEM currently available on the market. A soundstage and IEM is kind of a meme. You should watch my video on soundstage first. I made a whole video on just IEM soundstage. What do you think about Seagot Nuo? I have not tried the Nuo. I have the Cinco Tres. I have the Cinco. Both of which are good. I like both of them. I have the bassy black ones. I have no clue what you guys are talking about here. I'm looking for an IEM with warmer bassy soundstager to be used alongside Monarch Mark III. Would Meteor be a good pick? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, Meteor would be a great pick. Yeah, that's it. That's a good choice. The tuning of the new Da Vinci is wow. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you for the hype. Convenient timing was having a crisis about tuning. Can I tune an IEM to have the same instrument separation and imaging as more expensive ones? The answer is yes, but not that easy. You know? And the reason it's not easy is because of treble. I think anywhere past 4,000 hertz, it's quite hard to EQ because it plays differently in each ear. So it's not playing exactly how the graph looks. So that's the difficult part. It takes a bit of practice, but you can, in theory, yes, EQ your way to good quality. It's just not that easy. Is my chat visible? Yes, your chat is visible. Thanks for a recommendation of the 7th Hertz Supernova. I was looking for a relatively neutral, good vocal IEM to add to my collection. Ordered one, should be here in a couple of weeks. Great choice. I love the Supernova. Can't go wrong with that one. What keyboard switches you got? I actually don't know. I actually don't remember because I didn't build this board. You know who built this board? Kryn. Or more accurately, Kryn's team. Because Kryn owns a store called Mecca Store in Singapore. And they're a keyboard store. So they built this board for me. So shout out to Mecca, shout out to Kryn. But yeah, I have no idea what's in here. No idea. But it does sound pretty good though. It does sound pretty good. Just typing something out here. Oh, sounds wonderful. So, next question. I bought the KC EDX Pro for $5 just for fun. But it kind of blown my mind. I'm lost at what I'm looking for anymore. Guess at the end, I'm never an audiophile. If you love music, you're an audiophile, man. That's just it. But if, you don't have to sell yourself a bit short there. If you like music, you like audio gear, you're kind of an audiophile. And there's nothing wrong with liking a $5 set. The hobby is whatever the way you want to play the hobby. Which I could demo both. Can't demo anything where I live. Oh man, that sucks. You should move to Japan. You can demo all the IEMs you want. How would you rate Sony MH755 these days? I've not heard it in a long time, so I don't know. I can't answer that. C200 or Topping DX Pro Plus for gaming and music. I've not tried any of those, to be honest. That's more of a David question. I don't really do I don't do much with sources. I only focus on the IEMs. Bro, did you review FA19? I didn't get FA19, sadly. Or did I? No, I didn't. I think you can do very well with budget planar nowadays. Yeah, I say so. You sold me as kind of a software twilight and endgame warm neutral IM, but I found cheaper and good enough alternatives to add to my watch list. Have you tried QTC Tiger? Yes, but I like the White Tiger more. White Tiger is better. Best soundstage IEM currently available on the market. I think I answered that one already. Oh no! I lost my spot again. Oh, quickly go up. Oh no. Oh man. I don't want to skip any questions. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Nightjar Singularity? Is that the one that's super bassy? I tried it like a year and a half ago, so I don't remember anymore, sadly. Hey, I'm looking for an IEM with great isolation since I am a drummer. I also would want a mild V-shaped sound. So great isolation again is all about the ear tips. Any IEMs can get you great isolation if the fit is well. So yeah, get an IEM, maybe a smaller IEM so it doesn't have any size issues for your ears, and just tip roll until you get the right set of ear tips. As for mild V-shaped sound, you gotta give me a budget, because there's a lot of different IEMs with that kind of sound signature. If I could get the IE600 for $400, is there any point also getting like Dust 2? I mean, they sound very different. Just depends on what you want. You know, if you, like, in terms of if you need it, you never really need two pairs of IEMs, right? You only really need one. But yeah, it's up to you. I would say demo it first, and then decide. They're both good IEMs, and they're different, so it won't be redundant to own both. Getting into the hobby, what do you recommend blind buy $200-$300 range? Thank you. Ooh, if you're just getting into the hobby, I actually don't recommend you buy $200-$300 IEM right away. I recommend you try out some of the good $50 IEMs, try out some of the good $100 IEMs, so that you can discover your taste, your preference, what you like first. Because if you're getting into the hobby now, chances are you don't know what you like yet even, you know? So splurging on $300-$400 IEM right away might not be the best choice. So use your budget to get some $50 IEMs that has a lot of, all different tunings, and see what you like first, and then upgrade. Sennheiser A200 is the first thing I would grab as gateway drug IEM to buy for family and friends. Sure. Leisure's S08 to me. I just reviewed them. They slipped my mind. Great bass, good clarity at 99. Hey, Hokago. He's a reviewer. You guys can check him out too. He's a cool guy. Yeah, I have not tried the S08, so I can't give my thoughts on it now. What's the best planar in the market right now according to you? That's tough. Best planar, huh? I mean, off the top of my head, there's the Heyday. If we're talking a pure planar, right? Like not a hybrid, just a singular planar, then we have the Heyday, we have the S12. I guess those two, and any of the S12 derivatives, clones, like the RTT10, F1 Pro, Keyfine Klenar, those ones. Can you EQ Wanderer to Storm type? I mean, it's gonna be very difficult, simply because the Storm has quite a unique treble, I would say, and I don't know if I would be able to EQ the Wanderer to the Storm exactly without also having the Storm next to me to AB. But you can get close. You can get close in every other area. Just you won't be able to get the treble correctly. It's not easy. The few let's see. The few IEMs I've tried had weaker overall bass performance versus full size headphones, and yeah, I mean, with full-size headphones, you get that real sense of physicality, right? Because it's just hitting more of your ears. It's a different, like, it's just a different medium than IEMs. It's hard to compare them. They both have their own pros and cons. I am considering buying Moondrop X Clinical Dust as an in-game IEM since it's within my budget. Do you think those are a good pair? Yeah, absolutely. If you watch my review of it, which I did made a video if you want to get my full thoughts on it, but yeah, it's a good choice. Great choice even. I just bought Dunu Mirai. Was that a good decision these days? I mean, that's up to you, man. Like, do you like it? You know, if you like it, you like it, and that's all that really matters. Hi, I haven't found any suitable tips for the IE900. Any recommendation? Oh, that's a tough one, I think. Because the IE series, like the IE200, 300, 600, and 900, it looks like it will fit well, which it does for a lot of people, but it's, for me, if it doesn't fit well, then it's going to be a bit tough. So I don't know what the best tip for IE900 is. If the stock tip's not good for you, I actually recommend maybe like the W1 by SpinFits. Those always fit well for me. But yeah, that's going to be a tough call. Moondrop shoe would still be good today if it had detachable cables. Nah. I mean, it's not a bad IEM if you're comparing it to the entirety of the market that's out there in the world. But in our little isolated Chi-Fi community, there are better options than Shoe 1. I'm considering... Well, I actually already answered that one. I bought P5 and Chopin. Returned P5. They had similar sound, but Chopin had better technicalities. Thank you. Sean New would be good upgrade from Sonus. The thing about Sonus is that I've tried a set, but it's different from my friend's set, even though they're both Sonus. So I have no idea which tuning is the correct Sonus. So, yeah. I can't answer that one correctly. How much of an upgrade is Hype 4 over Chopin? Can't answer that. Big bias answer if I were to answer that. I'm considering buying... Oh, actually, I already answered it. How many times did you ask this in, like, the span of few comments, man? You asked this, like, 3 times within, I don't know, like 10 comments here. Relax. Relax and be patient. Wait your turn like everybody else. How would you compare... Oh, and by the way, I'm going by, like, the order of things that pop up. So, if you ask, eventually I'll get there. You just have to be patient. How would you compare the mids and vocals, timbre, fit and comfort of Supernova versus Mega 5 EST? I can't remember. I would have to do it like right now, which I'm not going to because my ears need resting. I find both IEMs to be fairly comfortable, but the Mega 5 EST might have a more universally comfortable shape. There's that. Best soundstage IEM currently on the... I already answered that as well. There we go. My friend started off brand Giz Audio. You were recently there. How did you feel about it? I don't know this question. Can you ask this again more clearly? Because I don't know what you're trying to ask me here. Use your Shadow Clone Jutsu to answer more questions simultaneously. Yes, I should do that. Yeah. What's your favorite bass IEM? Favorite bass IEM? Da Vinci. I'm just gonna answer my own stuff. Oh yes. Going back to my favorite VTuber question, it's Side Salad. It's Jamie. You know, Side Salad Audio. My favorite VTuber. Hi Timmy, why there's Sony IR2 on the screen? No, because we were testing out the C1R earlier in the stream. You're just late to the party, man. You're just late to the party. You know what? I'm gonna sponsor my own stream. This stream is now sponsored by myself. And green, we're gonna do red. There you go. This stream is now sponsored by Timmy. Is your comment set to all messages or top messages? All messages. I'm just answering them as they come. Mega 5 EST over Studio 4? Yes! Slightly, but I like both. I'd keep both. Would you release your Wii playlist? Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. What do you suggest if ideally I like to stay under 100? But I've always been happy with Kiwi Ear's cadenza. If I want something with similar / same sound profile, but would like even smoother highs. All right. Let's hide DaVinci really quickly. Cadenza. But up. You want smoother highs than that? I think Titan S has too little bass. It has too little bass. Oh. Oh, maybe Titan S too, maybe. Or I'm becoming like a seal. Shu2, maybe. Shu2 does have smoother treble just because it has more upper mid range, so you notice less of that treble. I think that's all I can think of. That sounds very similar, but still has that. How much is EM6L? EM6L would be a pretty good choice, but it has less bass than the cadenza overall. If you want to keep like a generally the same signature, then I think Shu 2 might be one you want to demo. Yeah, I would say Shu 2 would be the one that you would want to try out. Or maybe there you go. 02. 02 might be one that you want to demo. And I would agree, 02 does have smoother sounding treble as well. So yeah, there you go. And back to sponsoring my own video. Can DDA Project M be proper endgame and all-rounder IEM? I would say no. It's more of a niche IEM. It has quite a lot of treble, but it's a lot of treble in a way that is not peaky. For me, it just sounds like a nice kind of clarity focused IEM, a detailed focused IEM, but it's not a safe IEM. You should definitely demo it first, and I wouldn't call it an all-rounder. I'm considering buying. I think I already answered that one. I guess I'm like answering this stuff really slowly. I think I should just answer comments faster. But I want to give you guys a good answer, you know. Alright, I lost my spot again. I scrolled down too far, and now I lost my spot. Now time to scroll back up a little bit. I'm trying to find where my lost spot is. Why Timmy don't like Pula 02 or CKL LVX? So what are you talking about? I like those. Of course I like those. I promote those all the time. Will, what are you smoking? I'm looking for a guy in finance. Song plays every time someone asks. I'm looking for. I don't know that one. Is there a reason to get the variations if I already own the DUS? Like, not really, because you can, if you own the DUS, then you can just EQ, right? With the preset that the DUS have. So I guess there's not really a reason. Top 3 detailed IEM currently on the market. You can also look at the ranking list. The ranking lists have all those information. But I guess since you're on stream, I'll be nice. Number 1, Anole VX. Number dos. Is dos two? Uno, dos. Yes, two. Dos, two. Annihilator. Number 3. Uno, dos. Trace. Storm. I already answered that one. Like, stop asking me like 20,000 times the same questions. I'll get to it eventually. And I already got to this one like 20 minutes ago. Hey Timmy, why haven't you reviewed Tangsu Xuan Nu? I haven't reviewed so many things, man. Dude, if you look over there, there's just so many boxes. I'll get to it eventually. Should I look for upgrade for Project Red? Around 100-200 bucks. I mean, for Red, I think if you want to upgrade from it truly, like in significant ways, you would have to look at something like maybe above 200. Because the Red is really good. Oh, Timmy's stream delay is like 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. Warner still top pick under 20? Yes, absolutely. Is there a reason to get rid? I already answered that one. What's your take on boutique IEM companies like Elysian Dida releasing somewhat can afford IEM like the Pilgrim and the Project M? I think it's a great thing. Cheaper price is always a good thing. I'll never hate it. Was debating Supernova versus Diva. Price was way better on Supernova and didn't want to deal with niche connector, so went with Supernova. Didn't have to wait for it cause Bloom is getting shipment. Cool. Who is David? David is the other guy who's on Giz Audio. If you watch any DAC or Source reviews, it's all David. Giz Audio, by the way, is a team. It's not only me, it's David. And there's not only the YouTube channel, there's the website side as well. Though the website, not nearly as active as on the YouTube channel. But the website team has a couple more writers. So as much as I am kind of the main face of Giz Audio, I'm not the only Giz Audio. Is there a reason to get version with us? I answered that one already. So a lot of questions I already answered already. I think my stream is just way late or something like that. Mega 5 EST over Diva. For an all-rounder? Yeah. For all-rounder, yes. Hobby says MP145 best planar right now. I'll have to try it. If Hobby says it's good, then I have to try it. Hi, I'm looking for under $100 IEM for orchestra and energetic pop music. Any recommendation? Dunu Titan S2. Been using Wander for a while now, loving it so far. Thanks for the review. Yeah. If I want more treble and technicalities for $400, what would you recommend? So if you like kind of the Wander kind of signature, which is more like a mid-centric, so at $200 to $400, I would actually recommend what's something similar to Wander at $200 to $400. Well, it doesn't really have to be similar to the Wander, I guess. But at $200 to $400, you should maybe try the Dust. Moondrop X Chronicle Dust. Prettiest IEM in your opinion under 100? Prettiest? you can probably pick a Canera or a Celeste. Prettiest one, I don't know. Hard to say. If we EQ the B3 to Dust DSP, can we get similar sounding IEM? Not in the treble, because they have completely different treble drivers. And the treble, if you don't know, is the most annoying part to EQ, and you can never get it accurate because it's so different from how the graph looks. Oh, I lost my spot again. Oh well. I'm gonna scroll up. Hey, I'm almost down to the bottom of the list here. I'm answering them fast, man. Have you heard of the new Grell headphone? No, I've not heard it. Not really a headphone guy myself, so I'm a bit slow on that. Hey, my father has been looking out for 2BA set because he likes his old QJs. Are there any 2BA set that you would recommend checking out? 2BA, wow, that's interesting. Been a while since I've tried anything that's only 2BA. There's one, but it's discontinued. It's like the Prisma Azul, but that's discontinued. I don't know, man. I can't answer that. Sorry, I can't think of any because they're quite rare. I guess I don't know many of them. Hey, man. Might I have your Chuanu fast review? You didn't get the deep, really want to know your full opinion on them. They're very clean. I would say they're like a slightly meatier version of like a Harman Tune IEM. So a lot of clarity, very clean sound overall, just great for the price. So it's kind of like a Nova, but half the price and a bit less thin. I really like Harman over-ear. Does Harman in-ear have similar sound? I think Harman over-ear is a little bit different. Is there a good way to compare IEMs with TWS? Value-wise? That's hard, man, because TWS have their own value, right? Besides the sound quality, TWS also doesn't have any cable, right? So there's the convenient factor of TWS. It can also take calls, yada, 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 as well. So comparing them, like, directly value-wise, it's kind of difficult to do. But if you just you can if you isolate, I guess, just the sound quality. You don't take into consideration any of the TWS like features, right? If you just do sound quality alone, then you can. But in terms of like IEMs compared to AirPods Pro or Buds 2, well, you got to pick the IEM for me because there's so many IEMs. My friend started knockoff Gis Audio Discord server. You were recently there. How did you feel about it? Oh, you meant that other server, the meme one. I don't mind. Do whatever you want, man. It's a free world. It's a free world out there. Do whatever you want. I'm like in a complete opposite situation to yours. I need headphone dent to heal up, so I'm stuck with IEMs for a while. Yeah, if you use too much, that's one of the reason I guess I don't really use a lot of headphones as well. Because if you use a lot of headphones, you get the headphone dent here, which I don't really like. So I try not to use headphones so much. Timmy caught on camera says that DaVinci is best bass IEM in the market. With full 100% bias, of course. I think people would get less confused if you showed chat on screen. How do I do that? I'm actually, like, despite how much I look like I know tech-related things, I'm a dumbass when it comes to tech-related things. So I don't know how to show. How do I do that? Do I just grab like a window capture? Is that what it is? 1 second. Let me try this. But the thing is though, wait. Why do I need to do that? You guys can see the live chat, right? On the side of the YouTube video. You guys can see that. I don't need to show it. Right? It's right on the side. What can you say about the Samsung S8 freebie? I've not tried the freebie, sorry. Is the TRI i3 Mark III a good alternative to Tansium Origin? Wait for the full review! Wait for the full review! I haven't tested it out much yet. You have any earphone recommendation to upgrade from Final Audio E series? A lot. Just watch my cheap IEM tier list I did a couple days ago. A lot of those, the good and the blind buy ones, are so much better than the Final Audio E series. Have you tried the Camper CP54E? No, I have not. Red versus Swan Nu. They're both safe to buy, but for different reasons. Swan Nu is more of like, I guess, more exciting, more like a Harman neutral, as opposed to the Red, which is more like a critical neutral. So they're different signature, both are safe. Hi Timmy, have you ever tried the Kotari Dauntless? I have not. Sorry about that. Geeks Audio Squig doesn't have Awful Explorer. Does it not? Does it not have Explorer? I don't have Explorer. Why don't I have Explorer? You know what? I'm gonna fix that right now. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix that. That's shameful. I really should have Explorer on there. Don't know why I don't have it. Shame on me. See? I'm just human, like you guys. And I make mistakes too. Not as many as you guys, but I also make mistakes. Awful Explorer. Alright, so Explorer is E, so let me change that really quickly. Oops, give me a second. Explorer, Awful Explorer. Save that. There you go. Add that on. There you go. Explorer. You're welcome. It is up there now. Have you tried the 2023 Elysian Diva? Yes, I did a video on it. I did a video on the 2023 Diva and Annihilator. So yeah, you can go watch that video. Should I buy the Truth or Gate just for the cable? Actually, sure. Why not? I saw your Mega 5 series review the other day. I've owned mine a few months now and love them. Just curious if you're using stock tips or did you roll different tips? I used the W1 mainly on them now. What's your take on the Olina SE? What was its biggest problem? Nothing really. The Olina SE is like just a well-tuned single DD IEM. I think it's sold out though and discontinued, but that's kind of a different sad story. How can I find places to demo IEM in my area? Well, it would be very helpful if you tell me what your area is, because I can't just guess where you are. Well, you guys gotta account for him being in Japan and everyone else in some other countries. What ear tips would you recommend? I like W1 by SpinFits the most right now. Is there a 10-ohm adapter from... Is the 10-ohm adapter from Zero Red has the same effect on other IEMs? It would have different effects on other IEMs. Depends on many factors. Does analog or Studio 4? If I love mid, I love HD 600, and bass is not a priority. Studio 4. What does even technicality mean? Is it just an IEM that leans a bit more on the bright side without being shouty? Not necessarily. Although that is one of the quality that could add what a lot of people describe as technicalities. Is not the only thing. It's a bit more nuanced than that. It's not just bright. It's not just treble, but it depends on the relationship of that treble to the other frequencies as well. I got the RTT10 as an upgrade from my KZZ S10 Pro. Did I make a good choice? Well, did you like it? Did you feel like it's an upgrade? If the answer is yes and yes, then you made a good choice. Timmy gonna recommend you buy the. I lost my spot again. I hate when I scroll just a bit too far and I lost my spot. It's gonna happen so many more times on stream. Timmy gonna recommend you buy the dongle Onyx. I mean, I've been hearing a lot about the Onyx, man. But I don't know. I'm not a dongle guy. Is it possible to EQ neutral IEM like one or sort of demo other one or two? Yeah, you can, but it won't be accurate. But you can get pretty close. Besides from Treble. Is the website broken? Is the Giz Audio website broken? I didn't know that. Actually, let me see. Gizaudio.com. Is it broken? What happened to the website? I haven't checked in ages because I'm only on the YouTube side. No way, the website won't load. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to tell them that the website is not loading. The website is just down. What the heck? Why isn't it loading? Kind of strange. Yeah, it's just down. I hope they know that. I thought Timmy was Giz Audio. I can't take all the credit. If my ear canal don't fit the High Senior Maker 5 EST, should I just not buy it or use it? Yeah, if it doesn't fit you, you shouldn't buy it because ultimately you're not going to enjoy using it. What's your review on 7Hz Sonus? Again, I've tried the Sonus, but it's different from my friend's unit, so I don't know which one was supposed to be the real Sonus. So I don't know. How's your ear health? Is it ear infection? I don't think it's ear infection, but it is a bit like irritated, so yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Prettiest IEM, money no object. Prettiest one. That's a hard question. Prettiest one, huh? I can't remember what the prettiest one is for me. The Storm is quite pretty, like the hand-painted ones, I guess. But I think a lot of Kinera IEMs are also very pretty. Hard to say, hard to say. Yeah, you were confused when you saw David on the channel, yeah? I mean, it shouldn't be confusing. I mean, he's on pretty often. Like, every DAC or source related video is all him. Like, I don't touch DACs with the yardstick because I don't really care. Is the Titan S2 side grade or upgrade from OG Titan S? I think it's more of a side grade, but that's not to say the S2 is bad. It's just that the original Titan S is still good today. But I guess in details, it is an upgrade. If there's anywhere that S2 is an upgrade to Titan S, is the details department. Tuning wise is more like they're just different. I did already film the S2 review, by the way. I just haven't edited that video yet. So stay tuned for a Titan S2 review. I noticed that EST treble and PSO treble can be very misleading as far as measurements. I would say every treble is misleading as far as measurements. None of it is accurate, especially on a 711 coupler. IEM with really small shell, around 500, like very small. Oh man, how small is small? Like, can you give me like a reference point? Like, how small is small? Hi, I'm new to the IMC and I'm heavily debating on going for endgame IEM. I was heavily considering the Moondrop Dust. Was your input on newcomer just wanting to buy one and done? A Dust is a great one and done set because it has so many other tunings built into the app and the DSP. So yeah, if you're going to choose a one and done, the Dust is probably one of the better ones to pick. Edition Vtubers still relevant right now. It is a really good sounding IEM, very clean, high clarity IEM, tuned just exceptionally well. But if you like bass, you're probably not going to like Vtubers so much, but it's still good, yes. Titan S2 fast review? Nah, because the review of it is going to come out really soon. Have you tried the QDelix 5K? I did, but I never really like got around to using it daily, so I guess it's just not a use case for me. It's not a bad thing. It's not that the unit is bad, I just don't use it. Hey man, now that you're in Japan for a while, is there a reason you haven't fully reviewed Acoustune IEMs? I would like to see them on the channel. I just haven't had well, I wouldn't say I haven't had the time, but it's just not a lot of interest for it for me to review it, and I have a lot of things I need to review, so it's always kind of taking a back seat unless it gets somehow highly requested one of these days. Yeah, my stream is not good today. Like, it's just late. For some reason, it's like way late. I don't know, maybe it's my internet connection or something. Wanna come to my birthday party? I don't know. I don't think so. Unless there's like, you know, something awesome. If there's a storm there for me to take home, sure. Has your preference changed much from 2 years ago? Yeah. It changed quite a bit. It changed quite a lot because I get to try so many IEMs. Being a reviewer, I get sent so many things and I get to try so many things. And throughout the years, tastes just evolve. I'm sure like all of you, tastes evolve as well. At what price point does IEM start sounding as good as full cal clear? That's hard to say because headphones and IEMs just don't sound the same. And there are benefits of headphones over IEMs, something that IEMs can't do, and there are benefits in IEMs that full-size headphones can't do. So it's hard to compare them. That's why I don't like to compare them. Thank you for the answer, man. Lastly, I would like to know if there is some not so expensive upgrades to the One preferably with a bass boost, but with similar mids and treble area. So something bassier than the One bassier than the One with the same kind of smooth response. Let's pull up Mr. One right here. I wonder if the Del C is no, not the Del C. Bassier than this. So there's two ways to go bassier than this. One is if you boost the bass, and the other one is if you drop down the upper mid-range. So the thing is though, and here's one thing that people need to know, is that when you change one frequencies, it affects how everything else sounds. So if you boost the bass, you're not going to get the same forward vocals because it won't be forward anymore. Now the bass is level with the upper mids, right? So it's going to sound balanced. So, yeah. So in this case, I would say maybe the Del C is a good choice. It will sound much bassier, but the treble is still relatively fine. But if you really want an upgrade, you can go with the, oh man, I have this on wrong. I have the Project Red on Project Red still. You can go with the Red with like a 10 ohm adapter. You'll get a bassier sound than the One while at the same time still getting smooth treble. I didn't pay your bills. Yes, I forgot to pay the internet bill, guys. That's why my internet is so slow. Where am I now? I lost my spot again. No. Let's see. Okay, I'm here now. Cool. Do you have any recommendation for IEM with slightly bass boost mids that aren't scooped out, nice vocals, and a little bit treble extension, something around mid-fi territory? DUS. Or Pilgrim, or Hype 4, or Studio 4. Hello to me. When were you at CanJam Singapore? Was High Senior there at the show? High Senior wasn't there. I was at CanJam Singapore back in March. Or early April. I've been using Elitech Baroque tips. I need to try those tips. I haven't tried them. I've seen them around. I just haven't tried them. The best balance headphone for listening to music and movies under $100. I don't know about headphones, man. I don't use a lot of headphones, so I can't help you with that one. Hi Timmy. Anything you would recommend as a step up from Performer 5? Similar sound feature, potentially a bit more bass, sub 500. Also, any Japan IEM store to check out? Japan IEM store, you gotta check out earphone. Probably the best store you can check out. For as far as a bassier Performer 5 type of IEM, similar sound signature. I mean, if it's bassier, it's not gonna be that similar. I can't really think of anything that's outright similar to the Performer 5. I can say though, if you want something that is fairly balanced but bassier, you can try the Moondrop Dust. the DSP default setting would give you like a bit of a bassier response. But that's still quite balanced as well. I don't know. I don't think I have a really good answer for it. I really have to think about it. It's very hard to find audio stores here in Philippines. My only convenient choice is to buy online. How can I choose a good IEM? You need really good luck. And you need to kind of learn how to interpret graph in your own way to make sure that you get good IEMs. Or you give yourself a higher chance of getting the IEM you want. How about doing a video on top 10 ear tips? Sure, I'll do a top 10 ear tips video. Did you see One Studio Edition? I've seen it around. I've seen the advertisement, but I haven't tried it. Let's see. Oh man, I made it all the way down. If I don't use the DSP cable on dust, would still be a great value. Yeah, because the tuning is great. But you will be missing out on quite a lot of value with the dust though. But still a good IEM. Do you use any DAP? Not really. Not anymore. They're just big and cumbersome. I would like to know the comparison between Moondrop Dust Bass Plus and Doo-Doo Bass. Can't compare that. Can't compare it. Conflict of interest. Yes, folks need to understand frequencies affect the interaction with each other. Yes. Change one affects everything. It is easier / more efficient to EQ down vice boosting. Yeah. I don't know. What's a good straight upgrade to Aria 2 without going over 300? A good straight upgrade from Aria 2 without going over... In what way? You have to tell me, like, in what way? What do you want more from the Aria 2, right? Because it depends on your taste. Many options out. Have you tried Prestige LTD? Yes. I think it's better than the original Prestige, but still quite expensive. Wide bore might also sound better for you. Yeah, I do recommend wide bore tips. They're fun. Thank you for Delcy and Red mention, although I has Zero Blue and also was a problem. Oh man. Yeah, that's a bummer. Come to Australia, you'll get Emperor. And anything you want. All right. I don't know if I believe you. Is it just marketing, or does the upcoming 14 BA IEM Cantor benefit from having so many BAs? So, the benefit of having a lot of BAs is that the way they use it really is a stack. So you stack BAs, stack BAs meaning that a lot of BAs do the same job, right? So you might have 2 BAs for bass, 2 BAs for this certain mid range, and a couple more BAs for upper mids, and so on and so forth. And the benefit on paper is you get less distortion. But in real life, you're not really gonna hear those distortion anyways, even if there's only one BA doing the job. So yeah, I don't know. It's a nothing kind of question. For me, it's all about sound. I don't really care much about the driver setup as I care about how they end up sounding. I have been saving up for Mega 5 EST since it sounds pretty amazing. Yeah, it's a good choice. Great choice. Yeah. What do you think about the Pentacon Courier brass ear tips? They're cool. They look cool for a little bit, and then they turn green because they oxidize. Then they start to look kind of ugly. Have you tried Oracle Mark III? No, I have not. I do want to try it though. Pull-up PA02 program are similar to Performer 5 measurement-wise. I'm sure there are differences though. Yeah, they're different. They're quite a bit different. Which one is technically superior between Pula 02 and Origin? Technically superior. I think they're pretty close. They're pretty close. Is the ER4 better? I have not tried the ER4 in a long time, so I can't answer that. Any recommendation for similar but better sound of EW200? Not really, not that I remember, because I haven't tried the EW200 for quite some time as well. BA only sets almost always lack a vent, which sucks for me. Yes, that's one of the downside of a pure BA set is that it could have pressure buildup problem, much like the Moondrop S8, if you guys remember that one. I'm a budget IEM purchaser, and I bought Moondrop May a few months ago. EQ, and it EQs like a butter. It's a great set, and people need to EQ more. Yeah. EQ's the GOAT. EQ's the best. Everyone needs to EQ a lot more. I could drive S12 just fine. So here, I've tried the S12, but I can't drive it properly. I've never had issues with driving the S12, so I'm not sure how to answer that. Timmy, any good non-shouty IM below 400? Plenty. Yeah, many, but it's still up to what you think is shouty. Maybe you're more sensitive there than other people. Sega reviews anytime soon? Yeah, I have the single Tres. I think those will be reviewed sometime this month or maybe early next month. I'm allergic to EQ, lazy. Yeah, I can see that. That's mainly the biggest complaint is that people are just lazy. And I understand that completely. High 4 over Manger top. I would say they're about the same grade. I'll give them the same grade. Sankai ear tips for non-vented IEMs. That's actually a pretty good idea. Opinion on the quartet? It's been a while. I thought it was fine. Alright, so we've been live for about an hour 40 minutes. I've made it all the way down the list. I've completed my task. I've caught up to you guys. So yeah, I guess let's do, because my voice is dying now. I've been talking for like an hour 40 straight. So let's do like 5 more minutes of questions. So ask away, and yeah, I'll answer 5 more minutes, and then we'll call it a stream. It's been a good stream. I think I've answered some pretty good questions, and hopefully next month we have a guest on again to do some more educational stream. Does B3 High 4 program for EDM and OST? I would say the High 4 will be pretty fun for that. Yeah. High 4 would be pretty fun for that. Or the Pilgrim. The Dust 2, the Dust has a lot of different tuning options, so it's always going to be a good choice if you want to use a DSP cable. Did Project M over Pilgrim? I wouldn't say so. It used to be budget fi competition, now it's mid-fi. What do you think is next? What? The next trend. Okay, well, there's always competition in every price range, so I don't think that's ever gonna go away. I'm treble sensitive, but is Dita Project M good? I mean, it depends, man, because treble sensitivity is really like individualistic. I demoed both Hype 4 and Sense Top before. Both of them are actually super comparable, with Top having a tad bit more warmth and overall bass quality. I agree. Vocal Lover IEM under $100 because the original Titan S or the 1R. Can you recommend a good USB DAC or BT DAC? Can't, man. I'm not a DAC person. Any chance you've tried the Oriveti OH700VB? Is become one of my favorites. I've tried it a while ago. I don't remember about it though. Yep. Is the stream like frozen? No, not frozen. Do you like HD6 series headphones? I'll have the HD600. I do like it. It's a nice pair of headphones. But yeah, I guess that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you for like a non-stop stream of questions. That's kind of nice. Like just a flooded amount of questions. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Also, don't forget to send me messages. Leave down in the comment section which guests you want on the next stream. Would love to have more guests on. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.